Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Got one today, guys, that's kind of near and dear to me, at the brand anyway, and that is a Winnebago Adventure. As many of you know, I've talked about in former videos, I owned one of these things for several years and a lot of good memories of it, and recently sold it a few months ago, but I'm always happy to get one of these in I can review. And today we're going to review a 2005 Winnebago Adventure, the 38J, which is actually a pretty cool floor plan. It's got the big lounge in the front with a freestanding table and chairs and the big windows. And this picker one, guys, the 38J, real similar to mine. It's a couple of years older, but it's built on the Workhorse W24 chassis. Got the 8.1 Vortec V8 with 340 horse, 459 pound-feet of torque, 5,000 pound tow capacity. Exact same thing I had in mind. And you know, guys, it does a great job. I'm not going to say this thing's going to run 95 miles an hour on the interstate. You don't want to run that fast anyway. But as far as something that can maintain 70, 75 miles an hour, I can tell you from personal experience and putting many miles on mine, this will do it. I do like the Allison transmission for downhill grades too. I like that about mine. This one's got 3 slides, beautiful full body paint. You know, back in 2005, these were kind of top of the line in a gas motorhome. I mean, this was about 150 grand MSRP, and you could buy an entry-level diesel pusher with multiple slides for about the same price. But you got what you paid for. This is kind of Winnebago's top dog that year and for several years in a gas motorhome. And they really hold their value, guys. This is just a really, really nice one too. I mean, you can tell this thing's been kept under cover. There's no fading. Of course, it's a Winnebago. You've got a one-piece crown fiberglass roof. You've got no worries up there. There's no fading. You can tell, you can just tell that this thing's been well taken care of, and I really like this one. One little skint mark right there. I know that's nitpicking it, but you know, I'd rather do it than y'all do it. Got the 2-ton plus, the basement air conditioner. Works great. I've got it running right now. It's on 50 amp electrical service. It does have a 5,500 watt gasoline generator that does run, but the batteries were completely dead when I came out here, so I had to plug it in. And probably going to have to replace the house batteries, which unfortunately right now with the labor shortage, I don't have somebody that can just do it at a drop of a pin, but he can come out and do it in the next couple of days and have good fresh house batteries. But I know the converter worked because everything came on when I plugged it up, so no worries there. It's just a couple of house batteries. Tires look great. Looks like they got some Toyos, which are good tires. 22.5s, of course. You've got the picture windows, which the 38J was well known for. It's just a good open floor plan. And now, guys, this unit does have 75,000 miles, and that may seem high, but guys, believe it or not, 2005 was 16 years ago. National average for miles driven in an RV is 5,000 miles a year. Put a pencil to that, guys. That's what, 80,000 miles for average miles. This thing's got 75, so theoretically, going by that formula, it's low miles, but we'll call it average. But it's been well cared for, and that's the main thing. It hasn't been sitting too. That's always a nice plus. Winnebago, of course, the first manufacturer to build their own frame in-house. You know, where other RV manufacturers and even Winnebago for a time were buying aftermarket motorhome frames. In other words, the chassis, of course, is a Workhorse GM, but everything on top of that was aftermarket. So what they did is they spent a ton of money, opened their own frame shop. So every Winnebago frame, from the chassis up, the ceilings, the walls, and everything, are designed and built by Winnebago engineers exclusively for this motorhome. In other words, guys, the frame on this thing was designed for 2005 Winnebago 38J. It wasn't, in other words, the engineers built the frame for the motorhome instead of building the motorhome around the frame. So you got a better fit and finish. You got less squeaks and rattles when you drive down the road, even with your slide out rooms in. And another nice thing about Winnebago is that separated them from pretty much everybody else is that they build 80% of their own parts in-house. So let's just say you have a blowout one day and it blows this compartment door right here. An 05 model in a Fleetwood or a Holiday Rambler or most other brands, you pretty much have to buy an aftermarket one and have it custom built and then have to have it painted. Well, guess what? You call Winnebago Parts and they sell directly to the public. You don't have to go through a dealer. You can order that right there. No problem. Give them the VIN number to your coach and they'll send you some diagrams via email. Pick out the one it is and they'll have it to you in a couple of weeks. And that's what I love about Winnebago, guys. And they've got parts all the way back to the 1960s. Let's look inside. Triple power step. As we step inside, I've got the AC on. Doing a fantastic job. This is that 38J floor plan that everybody loves because you've got two sets of opposing slides here in the living room. And you got the big picture windows. You've got the table and chairs, but you can scoot it out, put the leaves on it, and have seating for four out here in the open. Of course, fireplace, TV, perfect viewing area. This is their beauty rest sofa. This sofa actually makes a 60 by 80 queen bed, and it is power. Got a recliner. Leather furniture. HWH hydraulic leveling jacks, which in my opinion is the best ones you can buy. I'll say nothing bad about Lippert or Power Gear or none of that stuff, but I've always just personally had a lot better service, a lot less issues out of HWH in my personal motor homes and here on the lot too. Sony backup camera works great. Got a nice stereo that works great. 75,000 miles. 75, 141, no check engine lights. Got the auto park, of course. Got the power visors that lower down. Got the heated power mirrors. I mean, guys, these are nice coaches for a gas model. I mean, this is pretty much diesel quality in a gas motorhome. Got the slide out tray. Seats do swivel. These are all built by Winnebago. Carpets, I don't know if those are original, but they look great. I don't think they need to be changed. All of the electronics, which I know is outdated, but I like having the original stuff in my RVs. It's got the original DVD, VCR player, surround sound, flat screen TV, Corian countertops, got the crowned roof. Very strong roof, guys. I mean, Winnebago roofs are, you punch that thing as hard as you can. You won't hear no squeaks. You won't hear any rattles. That one-piece crown fiberglass roof is one of the strongest roofs in the industry. And of course, that's Winnebago, guys. I mean, this company's been making these RVs since the 50s. I mean, they're pretty much, that Winnebago name is synonymous with Class A motorhomes. Beautiful Corian countertops, no stress cracks, which tells me it's a good riding chassis, because with 75,000 miles on, if it didn't ride right, you'd see cracks, stress cracks all in these. Got the countertop extender. They have their Amish built cabinets. They all have Winnebago's patented protective glaze that keeps them looking like new for decades. It's funny because they've been using that glaze for 50 years. And you can look at a 50-year-old Winnebago, and the cabinets may be a little outdated color, but they're in just as good a condition as this 05 or 2021 model. Got the upgrade 4-door refrigerator freezer. Boy, that air feels good. I'll tell you guys, summer has hit with a fierceness here in Northwest Georgia. It's 90+ degrees outside. Racks look good. Everything looks good in there. Already starting to get cold. I can personally assure you the roof air is cold, and I can guarantee you the freezer is getting cold. Yeah, I love this open floor plan. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. You like it open like this? I know I do. I like the windows, especially when you can't hardly see in them, so you don't have to have the blinds down. Somebody's already put the dark tint. You know, if I had to pick this thing, I've got one window right here, that is starting to cloud up a little bit. That's because Winnebago use those dual pane windows with the nitrogen gas in between it, and over time that seal breaks, lets air in there, and it causes it to cloud up. And the only thing you can do to fix it, replace it, and that can cost quite a bit of money, more trouble than it's worth. So, or you know, you can do the cheap route and put plexiglass in, but you know, I like changing my stuff the way it should be. I guess I'm a little possessive about these adventures, having one for so long. Here's your at-a-glance system. This is pretty much all your controls. Water heater, it's a 10-gallon DSI or electric, which is plenty. Monitor, here is your heat and air. And the good thing about that True Air central air conditioning, which is kind of the RV equivalent of what you got in your home, is that you've got electric heat, and you don't have two rooftop units. You've got a basement air in the belly. It's, I think, a lot more quieter. You don't have those air conditioner roofs. I think they say 10% quieter, but I think it's quite a bit more than that, because I've got it on high right now, and I can't even hardly hear the airflow. Compared to a rooftop unit where you got two of them running, you got two units you got to maintain, you got those shrouds that you have to replace every several years because they get brittle and crack. So I do like that basement air, and it's 2 ton plus, so it does a good job cooling it. And you've got that optional electric heat pump that's in this coach, so you've got gas heat and electric heat as well as electric air, and they can run off generator or shore power. Shower looks good. Glassed in shower. Got the pop-up seat, and it's not bleached yellow, so out there's another sign this thing's been stored inside a lot. I don't see any signs of water damage around the skylight. You do have a solid sliding privacy door that opens up. Look in here, and you've got a pretty nice little high-rise RV toilet, China vent fan. I like the French door going into the bedroom, and you've actually got a very nice sized bedroom in here. And again, Corian countertops in here as well. As you go in here, guys, it's got a Queen Island bed. You've got, that air's actually doing a really good job in here since that door was closed. And you can see some other signs this thing hasn't been exposed to extreme weather. You can see the wallpaper border. It's not peeling. You see what happens, guys, when one's been stored up in really hot weather like Florida, out in the desert, what you'll see is this wallpaper border will start curling, where the glue loses cohesion due to the extreme heat. And you see none of that on this. So everything that I see tells me that this has been a pretty well cared for motorhome. I like the big closet right here at the foot of the bed. A lot of leg room between the foot of the bed and the drawers. You do have a TV back here, of course. You do have washer and dryer hookups for a combo unit. If you are going to be full timing, you're going to be living in it, I can probably put you one in pretty reasonable. If you want a price, ask the salesperson. Even though I am kind of limiting the extra services right now due to the labor shortage, because it will delay getting your RV ready. But if you want a washer and dryer, let us know. We'll get you a quote. Or it may be something you want to get put in later after you get used to the RV and figure out if you really need one or not. I'm not a big fan of them, guys. Mine had one. I took it out, sold it on Craigslist years ago. I just don't, they're service nightmares. It's something that can leak in the wintertime if you don't winterize it properly. I've seen washers and dryers do thousands of dollars in damage to RVs due to leaks. And I've also can tell you from using them, guys, that they're 110 dryers, they're not 220. You got to cut that AC off to dry the clothes, a load of clothes that consist of pretty much a pair of pants and 2 t-shirts and maybe some socks. 'Cause that's all they'll do at one time, and it takes them several hours to dry. During that time, you don't have any AC and you are roasting. Because if it's 90-something degrees outside, you want the AC more than you want the dry clothes. Now, they wash pretty good, but they only do small loads, and a lot of people don't realize that you pretty much wash your clothes you're going to wear the next day in it. you don't get to do house load sides of clothes. I always recommend finding a washateria for what those things. They're $2,000 plus to put one of these in. I mean, you can, that's a lot of quarters in a washateria that you can use. Got a stereo back here, individual reading lights. You know, there's no water stains on the roof, no sagging. Looks like they've added this linoleum floor over the original. I guess trying to change it. And I'm pretty sure this is not factory carpet. So it's safe to say the previous owners, or one of the previous owners, has probably at one time changed the carpet linoleum just to kind of give it a different look. Everything is nice and comfortable, roomy, place, perfect spot for TV. The beauty rest bed works great. You can see it's, I'm not going to fold it all the way out, but it makes a little day lounger, and then you can fold it out completely into a queen bed. Sleeps 4. And guys, here's the thing about this motorhome. If you don't like that table and chairs, take it out. Put you whatever you want there. If you want to put a bigger entertainment center, I know a lot of people are buying these and working, doing like insurance claim processing, stuff like that. Got you a built-in office right there. If you want to work. So a lot of things you can do with it, but if you do take that table and chairs out, I do recommend keeping it in storage somewhere. And when you do decide to sell or trade this motorhome later on down the road, put it back in it. It'll be worth more. I know people think I'm crazy when I say this, but from a dealer's perspective, it's worth more with the original stuff in it than being customized, because you always customize it for your own needs, not for resale. So keep that in mind. But anyway, guys, wow, this is a nice coach, and it's $100,000 less than what it costs new. And keep in mind, guys, new RV prices have almost doubled from the time this was new to 2021. So what was $150,000 then is closer to $300,000 now. So you can't buy a new one for 150 grand like this anymore. You spend 150 grand on just a cheap throwaway brand that'll last about 8 or 10 years, and there's nothing left of it. But this one right here, guys, is a clean unit. It's got a lot of life left to it. Like I said, we drove it several hundred miles here. It did great. You know, I pointed out any flaws I've seen. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna put some house batteries in it the next couple of days, and this thing right here will go quick. $47,900 is the price, includes our world famous 4-page inspection process. I'm not going to go into as much detail, but as you know, we've been a huge labor shortage. But we're doing double the business with half the crew we normally have. I've had employees quit, work, you know, live off the government. And until that changes, guys, we're doing the best we can what we have. And I want to give a big shout out to my service department, guys. Y'all don't know how much we appreciate what y'all are doing, especially the ones that actually manned up and stayed working instead of going home and drawing a check. Guys, I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for all the hard work you do, and I thank you, the company thanks you, and of course the people who buy the RVs that pick them up thank you as well. So keep up the good work, guys. And you know, for those of you who want the 4-page inspection process, I'm not discouraging you from getting it, but I'm being 100% upfront and honest. Expect a significant delay getting that service performed right now. And I'm being honest with you. You can blame whoever you want to blame for it. Expect a 30 to 60 day delay getting this unit checked out, and where you can take it home after you buy it, if you want the full inspection with the warranty and all that. Guys, and I'm being honest with you, and if you do want to buy this as is, if you don't want to wait 30 to 60 days, I understand. What I'll do is I'll have the new batteries in it. I'll have it over here. It's got water in the tanks. You can check out the water system. Generator will fire up. You can check everything yourself and say, hey, you know what, I don't need an inspection. Everything works. I'll give you a very significant discount. Let me put it to you this way, guys. I will discount this unit way more money than you could possibly pay to repair anything that we would normally repair. So, you know, you may have to change a light bulb, a light fixture, this and that, little odds and ends. Of course, that's any RV you buy, guys. But you're going to save a lot of money, and it'll pay for that, and then still keep money in your pocket to camp with. So if you're interested in a as-is price, I've had a lot more people than normal do this since I started doing the bigger rebates. Because guys, right now my service crew is great, but they're doing all they can with what few numbers they have, and part shortage don't help either. So it's a domino effect, and I apologize, guys, for those of you, my customers who have bought from us, who are waiting. Thank you for your understanding, and for those of you who want to buy from us, I do appreciate your understanding as well. You know, this crazy world we live in, all we can do is hang on and do the best we can. And anyway, guys, and if you've got questions about any of this at all, give us a call. 706-965 7929. And guys, you know, come out and look at this thing for you judge. This is, I promise you, this is one of the nicest 05 Adventurers you're going to find on the market today. This thing is just superb condition for a 16-year-old vehicle. And you know, no RV is perfect. They're all used. I mean, even a 2021 used model is going to have an imperfection somewhere. That's why I don't like the term like new. But I promise you guys, for an 05, this thing is definitely in a solid 9+ out of 10 in my humble opinion. It's been well cared for. That's a big plus for me. It's not been lived in. That's another big plus for me. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. I do have financing available with approved credit. I do take trade-ins and have nationwide delivery. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, guys. If you don't care, smash me a thumb up. Feel free to comment, share on social media. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. The more interaction you give my channel, the more YouTube shares it with other viewers, and the more it helps support my channel. And I've got some more stuff coming up. I've got some A's, I've got some C's. I even got that B class I picked up. I'll try to shoot later, either today or tomorrow. So I've got some really neat stuff, so stay tuned to my channel. I'm doing it as I have time with all my other duties and that I have to do. And thank y'all again for watching. Go to my website, parkwayrvcenter.com. There'll be detailed pictures. There'll be our 4-page inspection process, trade-in appraisal forms, credit applications, and more on our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. Look in the video description below. There's a link to my 4-page checkout process. There's a link to my Class A page. You can see my current inventory of used motorhomes. And guys, always watch the title. As this thing sells or sells pending, I will put it on the title. Don't expect this thing to last long at $47,900. Haggle-free firm, no extra fees. Besides, Georgia says I have to charge all Georgia residents a $100 highway impact fee and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee. If you're not a Georgia resident, that don't apply to you. It's $47,900 plus applicable sales tax. Haggle-free firm with the full checkout. We also give you 21 nights of free camping. We also give you a full orientation that you can record with your phone or camera after it's been through service and cleanup. And again, guys, please expect a significant delay. Ask your salesperson for a more current lead time, because I'm just telling you, based on what they are as of right now today, there's about 50-something units in front of it in queue waiting to get checked out. And you know, if you do want to do the as is, give us a call. We'll give you a great price off an already great price. The $47,900 is an awesome price for this RV in the current market, especially in the condition. And we'll give you a better price than that for as is. So give us a call for that. 706-965-7929. You can email, but my salespeople right now, since I'm short-handed with those as well, do prefer that you call. They don't have a lot of time to sit behind a computer. 706-965-7929. Or come visit us, guys. Parkway RV Center, 5568 Battlefield Parkway, Ringgold, Georgia. Now, guys, we will be closed Memorial Day, as always. You know, we spend the day in reflection. I've got a lot of veterans here, and you know, we understand the meaning of Memorial Day. We don't use it as an excuse to have sales, because Memorial Day is about remembering those who sacrificed so much for our country wearing the uniform, and we're not going to be like some of these other businesses, which I detest, people who have Memorial Day sales, Memorial Day events. Guys, it's not a celebration, it's a remembrance. You know, if you want to do something good on Memorial Day and your day off, go to your closest military cemetery. I do it every year, Chattanooga, and view the ceremony. Guys, you know, we can't forget those that gave so much for us to have the life that we have today. And anyway, guys, that's just my rant on that. I don't believe in businesses having sales on retail sales and restaurants and all that, doing stuff, trying to make money off Memorial Day because people happen to be off from work. It's wrong in my opinion. So we will be closed, and of course closed Sundays for Lord's Day and Family Day, but we're open usually Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Saturday Eastern time. Again, we are closed Memorial Day, and we're closed every Sunday. Thank you again for watching. Come visit with us, guys. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.